Morgane oracle cards to mark our astrological sign that we're working with, and then I'll link the descriptions in the box. We're going to start with Aquarius because, you know, I'm a bit of a selfish lady and I like to read for the Aquarius gang because I am part of the Aquarius gang. Check that out. This is the Lady Morgane oracle deck, and this is the Aquarian signifier. So today we're going to look at, use a couple of different decks. We like my Celtic Fairy Tarot, and we'll use Brian Fowler's oracle deck. We're going to do what everyone wants to know about. Aquarius and love. We'll talk about old energies, we'll talk about new energies, and we will save a few other questions for an extended reading that I will eventually post in the description. Or we'll talk about Aquarius and money and what the Aquarius can expect for the next 2 to 3 weeks, even though I would like to start updating this every week. However, we know the Rebel Gang and they're not always super consistent. So first we're going to take 3 cards to your person, 3 cards to you, and then 3 cards for what to expect. And we'll clarify with the Joy Virtue Romance Oracles and the Brian Fairies Oracle. Okay, so these are the 3 cards for your person, these are the 3 cards for you, and these are the 3 cards of what to expect. And I feel like, you know, I've been hearing Aquarius collective readings and they really sound quite similar. So unfortunately, you guys are going to get a similar reading because the energies are really pretty similar. For your person, we get the 10 of Swords. That card is a card of betrayal and burdens. For some reason, they're the ones who are feeling betrayed, but I also feel like this is them experiencing the betrayal that they offered up for you. It's kind of like they're getting it for themselves now. I also have here the 5 of Swords. These are all Swords cards for this person. I'm not going to guess on who you're dealing with and all of that stuff because, you know, we're a wide variety of people. We could be dealing with anyone. But these Swords cards are communication cards. They are indicators that the communication between the 2 of you may have been choppy, especially the cards that are coming out, the 5 of Swords and the 3 of Swords and then the 10 of Swords. So here we are, the 5 of Swords. If you look, there's a mischievous little fairy and they're both getting ready to blow a horn in a hunting dog's ear. It's like they're looking for a fight. That dog's going to wake up and snap them to pieces, but they can't help themselves. That's usually what the 5 of Swords means for me. Is like this person may have constantly been looking for a fight, looking for drama creation. They may have been someone who had a lot of drama with them, and that the drama that they were bringing to the table really did feel like a betrayal for you. But this is also them reaping what they have sown, because you're not the only person that they've created drama with. If this is their first relationship ever, fine. But I doubt that this is their first rodeo, and I'm sure that it's not yours either. This 3 of Swords here, this is the card of heartbreak. And I know my cards are a little beat up because they have been well loved. But that 3 of Swords is a card of heartbreak. And it's also a card of like what for them feels like a true ending. These cards to me tell me that even though you may not have been in communication with this person, they're doing a lot of replaying of the communication that they had with you, the way that they interacted with you, how they talked to you and about you to others, and the face that they put on for you. So the next cards I get out are for you, the Emperor. That's Aquarius being in their Emperor energy. It's them. Many times when the Emperor comes up, it's like, I'm bossing up, I'm focusing on my money, I'm focusing on my work, or I'm focusing on the talents that I'm good at. It also talks about the Emperor has a strict control over his life and manages his kingdom well. So that is kind of what this is indicating, is like, it's not just you bossing up and focusing on work, but it's really getting the more intricate parts of your life in order and looking at your kingdom and saying, how can I manage this better and how can I do this better? And it's almost like as soon as you stop dealing with this other person, because now they're in this state of heartbreak, you are so much more able to focus on your own stuff, your own house, your own kingdom. This person was coming in bringing all of this swords, Barbie conflicty energy into your world and your realm, and now you're kind of like, all right, that's over. I'm not dealing with it. You're also keeping your options open. The Seven of Cups is here. The Seven of Cups is a card of keeping your options open, but in this deck, it also tells you to be mindful of fairy favors. Fairy favors are things that come with strings attached. So even though you may be keeping your options open, be mindful and always communicate well where you're at mentally and emotionally, because some of these people who you're keeping your options open with really do want to have a tie to you. I also see the Judgment card. This is interesting with this combination because it tells me that you're still continuing to go back and replay parts of that connection in your mind and judging yourself, because this person may have really triggered you or brought up a lot of insecurities, or saw the flaw or the chink in your armor, and so you're looking at it going, how can I be better? How can I have less chinks in the armor? How can I, be more effective at choosing the right person? And how can I become untouchable? That is out and out an Aquarius thing where we're like, you can't fuck with me. Like, I'm untouchable. I'm a boss over here, bitch. And how can I let this totally roll off of my shoulder and, become more of the person that I want to embody? I always caution with judgment that we judge ourselves too harshly. So really start owning your own shit and what happened with this other person. They may have been a devious son of a bitch, and they may have caused you a lot of grief and a lot of drama, but you chose that person. So you have to own that your picker needs some help. But moving forward, you can make really much better judgments, and it's kind of like work in a really, really slow way. Sometimes people get past your guard. I get it. But as the humanitarian, we often see the best in people. We see the things that we want to see in people and not what truly is for them at this point in their life. So don't fall in love with the potential. So here we get what to expect. I have the Page of Cups here, the Four of Spears, and the Strength card. The Page of Cups is an offer of love. This feels like it's more than one offer though. So this may be the offer from an old person coming back. There is also an offer from a new person coming in. That offer, though it looks small, it is strong with the Strength card. It's not, the offer from the past person is small and can grow. when we post the extended, we'll talk about whether or not that person is genuine. Have they changed? What can you expect from them if this offer is coming from them? So the Four of Spears also talks about a promotion, a move of house. This is also stable ground. Sometimes the Four of Spears can also mean a marriage, and a lot of people read it that way, but for the collective and what I'm feeling is that the new energy that's coming in will offer you the stability that you're looking for. It also is in conjunction with you providing your own stability. And that comes in the form of you really taking a lot more control of finances, of housing, not being left to the whim of everybody's charity or choices or whatever the case may be. Like, you are forging your own path. And that's very much an Aquarian thing, but often we want, we do more for the collective than we do for ourselves. And this is really a time for a bit of selfishness, in the sense that, like, you can't help people from a place of detriment. Then the Strength card comes in. The Strength card talks about this offer, but it also talks about you, because it's right in alignment with the Emperor here. And my Strength card is like a Rumpelstiltskin type story. It's a woman weaving a strong weave, and how you don't have to be beautiful, powerful to make something that has, you know, that has strength in it. So what I see here is there's the potential for this person to be coming back, and it feels like they are, but it also feels like there are many new offers for you that will provide more stability than this past person. They may be going through the dark night of the soul, but they aren't quite finished. So even when they come back around, it's not in the ways that you are needing, because you're leveling up. So wherever they were, when you left them or when they left you, you've far surpassed them. Let me get a message from Brandon Crowd, Aquarius Tarot deck. Unity. This is like one of my favorite cards. So in this card, we are seeing the protective horns or antlers of the buck. That's really a symbol of protection. But we also see very vaguely, we can see the sword and the cup, right? So the sword is a symbolism of masculine energy, and the cup is a symbolism of feminine energy. But what it also talks about here is us achieving some measure of balance through unity, through the unity with another person, but also marrying the energies of masculine and feminine in ourselves. And really, like, understanding when there's a time for that yang or that push energy, and when there's a time for a retreat and to settle in and go within. So that really does look like we're focusing a lot of our energy over the next week on that, but this is going to be an ongoing theme into 2021. Thank you so much, Aquarius. If this resonated with you and you liked this style, we'll go over to the extended and give additional information about new people that could be coming in, old people that are coming back, have they changed, and what you can expect for love moving into 2021, and money and finances moving into 2021. If you want to book a personal reading, I'll leave that information in the description box. And if you liked this, then please like it and comment and share and subscribe. You know how that goes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, Aquarius.